all week in my head.
Oh, the invites can expire. Okay.
Oh yeah, they do. They expire. It's a bunch of malarkey.
Malarkey, I haven't heard that word in a while.
I love that word.
Alright, can I open up? Go. Might as well turn that in.
What am I doing? Okay, I see what I'm doing. What am I doing? Who can say? I'm building on this clay.
Oh, wait. What? Cosplay or?
Yeah, cosplay.
Okay. I thought you were like, yeah, doing another Animal Crossing maybe.
I mean, I kind of just do whatever craft I feel like that day.
No, yeah, I feel it. I really want to draw, but
Today it's clay.
Yeah. Today is study day. Oh.
Gross. I don't do those things anymore. I just wage slave for the man.
So when I do Akio, I need you to tell me, like, guys, if I blow out the mic.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Please, no screams.
I won't scream.
I have headphones in.
Yeah, I won't scream, but Akio is gonna be loud, probably. Maybe, I don't know. It's gonna wait. I'm waiting till the initial moment where I'm playing him.
To see where it takes you.
Because that's when the character is established for me. Alright. Let's see. What is due today? I should already be done with it, so let's just turn that in.
Nice.
What is the date today?
Today's the 28th, friendo.
Nice.
And tomorrow's the 29th.
It's leap year!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I completely forgot that.
Dude, I don't think Dogman's in the right channel, is he? Or no, he is,
He's getting his... Oh, he's there.
There he is. Yeah, we talking.
Maybe he can't hear us.
Oh! Dogma, we can hear...
I'm gonna see if I
Can't
can
hear
turn
us.
Yeah, I can hear. His thing's turned up in mine.
Huh.
Sometimes Discord runs into an issue. Yeah, okay. This is funny. He should restart it, because Discord sometimes runs into that problem. There we go.
Hey, so I'm doing Fire Emblem right now. I'm at the paralog where you can get Mozu. Does she have to be like a certain level, like Donald did?
Like Donald, no.
Okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure she went up a level on mine, but I never saw any instructions like that.
Okay.
I love Mozu.
She's so cute.
She is the cutest.
Dogma?
There's so many cute characters in this game.
How did
I can
Dogma...
hear Inferno slapping her laptop now.
There you are.
Go.
Yeah,
You were you like being quiet just to be quiet?
I was just sitting here like, man, everyone sure is fucking quiet as shit.
No, we were talking about Mallory's crafts and then wage labor and Nuva studying and leap day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I thought you were just being quiet because we could hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ominous silence.
You could have accidentally done embarrassing things and never knew we were
You could have
listening.
farted and we would have.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off my headset just so I can fart right into the mic.
I read a story once about some deaf guy. He was like posting online about this. He was like about 20 years old and he was on a date. And I guess he farted or something. The whole restaurant turned to look at him. He did not know until that moment that farts made noise.
Oh no!
Because he was deaf.
Oh no!
He was horrified.
I mean, how we...
That's the saddest story I've ever heard.
Oh god. Alright.
Farts
On
are
that
funny.
lovely note,
Oh my god. This is great for a
You
whole
still
number of
laugh
reasons.
about farts.
Yeah. Like, there's a certain sense of innocence behind that I can appreciate.
Farts.
Yeah. Alright, we go. Let's start to this one.
The pure innocence of farts.
of not knowing.
Alright. Is it on the desktop? Oh. That shows up even if I turn desktop icons off. Okay. Link. There we go. I'm glad I caught that. I got that on recording. And we're recording, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
we're live.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get to the thing. Did you remember to
no,
record your mic this time?
I'm not running like the actual like Roll20. I just wanted this to be a discussion about things.
Folder. Oh,
Got
okay.
our feelings.
Let's see.
Step on up to the plate.
It took me forever to figure out they were singing "Stand on Up to the Plate." It just kind of hit me at one point. I was like, "Wait a minute! They were saying actual words."
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
This song.
Some of the background songs.
In...
I told you how to make up my own lyrics because I can't understand half of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Persona. Yeah.
The only thing I caught out of that whole song is "Step on Up to the Plate." Like, that's it.
I got "This Ain't No Game, It's Time to Make History."
Yeah.
That's the first thing
That's
I got, but then it took me like months to figure out "Step on Up to the Plate."
It makes me laugh because like one of the things about Persona 4 is that when everybody goes into it, they don't expect like to hear the music. They don't expect it to be catchy, and then there's
Yeah, I was watching an episode of the animation last night, and
Oh, nice. Yeah, I need to get around to doing that because there's 2 animations now, right? Persona 4 and then Persona 4 Golden the animation, right?
Hmm. The original focuses on like the base game, whereas Golden focuses on what is basically a new game plus and the stuff that was added in Golden
Yeah.
versus the.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch them both at some point because I started, then I stopped.
Like there's like 2 new social links in Golden and like a new dungeon and stuff.
cool.
New character things.
There's this character that's like straight like born in Hot Topic.
Pathos, my pathos, my poetry.
I don't know anything
No,
about
don't
that.
look at my poems. I hate you, stupid marmalade muffin. Go away. You're the worst.
What?
That's more or less what she is.
Oh. And the fact that she looks like she's like. Let me pull up a picture. Like,
Look like she walked out of Hot Topic.
yeah.
Yes, that speaks to me.
Let me see.
I too used to walk out of Hot Topic.
I still walk out of Hot Topic.
Yes.
She's straight up born. Let's see.
I love
Oh, look at
Hot
that.
Topic.
I guess I gave your character her hat by accident.
Who's got Marie's hat?
Yoshi.
Ah.
I'm calling Mel's character Yoshi.
I
even though
noticed that.
Yeah.
It just makes me think of the dinosaur. Whenever
Yeah,
you do
same.
that.
You know, I actually would cosplay Marie if she didn't have that thing around her neck, the lock thingy.
The dog.
I just can't do the tight neck stuff.
Oh.
I'm restricted from so many characters because of that.
Yeah, I think Lucina had like a little turtleneck on my bodysuit.
Ugh.
It was like loosened. I'm used to it from cheerleading bodysuits because that's what it was. I just got a cheerleading bodysuit,
Mm.
but like it was loose enough because if it had been tight, I would have been like. My cape did kind of choke me though.
hmm
Because of the weight, right?
Yeah, because it was heavy, not because it was. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I used to have this choker I wore all the time through high school, but
Uh-huh.
you know, it was still anything other than that would still kind of get me. And I haven't worn a turtleneck since I was about 7.
Dude,
Turtleneck.
turtlenecks are not that fun.
Oh,
Not missing much.
I like them,
Nope.
but that's because I'm from the north, where everything.
I guess that's true. Like, I don't really have a reason to wear a turtleneck in Texas.
Like I like jackets, and I feel like me being in Michigan is because of that. Like, hey, this looks cool. I like this fashion, and I bet in Texas that's not really a thing.
Would you guys believe that for I think until I was almost done with college, from like fifth grade, no, not fifth grade, maybe halfway through middle school to the end of undergrad, I did not wear long sleeves.
What?
I mean, I would wear coats and stuff and
But not
jackets,
long-sleeve
but like,
shirts.
yeah, they always just felt really tight on my arms. It felt like I was like being choked almost, if that makes any sense.
Interesting. Yeah.
Then I
like
discovered sweaters, and now I can't imagine going through winter without sweaters.
sweaters are good.
Mm-hmm.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I like long sleeves, but
I
I
just
have
have,
kind
like-
of I've kind of broad shoulders for a girl, and so
I feel that.
everything like yeah. So everything kind of like pulls when you get with long sleeves. So I also tend to just get like a jacket over a cardigan over
Mm-hmm.
something with short or no sleeves.
I mean, I still prefer summer clothes, but I
Yeah,
really
me
like
too.
sweaters now.
Honestly, I just like wearing pajamas all the time.
Ah, they're nice.
I'm wearing pajamas right now.
I'm in shorts.
Sunday fun day.
Short shorts are the way to go.
Short shorts. Who wears short shorts?
I wear
You
short
wear
shorts.
Wear
short
shorts.
I'm kidding.
This conversation got weird.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Akio wears short shorts.
He would!
Make that canon.
I will. I still have to go do his legs. He looks like a half-popped action figure, right?
Give him JoJo short shorts.
Oh, God. It is... Okay,
Tequila.
I kind of understand why everybody in JoJo looks like they're on steroids now. It's fun drawing muscles.
It really is.
Oh, God. Like, it... I'm still not done with the mouse character, but it took me so many revisions because I kept drawing her jacked.
Yeah. I
It's-
was like,
yeah.
she looks like she could kill a man.
Oh, man, I really like her eyes now. Thanks for,
Oh yeah, you're welcome. I was just like, when you told me like something's off and I can't tell what it is, I was like, I think they're too close together,
yeah.
and that was it.
Oh, man, I really want to work on this today. Oh, but I spent all day yesterday doing it. Oh, well.
Yeah.
As soon as this Tuesday is over with, I can get back to it on... Well, no. This week is
You
just business.
start having fun again.
Yeah.
Ah, midterms.
Mm-hmm.
That midterms suck. I dislike midterms more than finals.
Yeah, because they're in the middle of the week. Like, at least there's this nice feeling of, if I finish finals, that's it.
I'm free.
I'm done. I'm free.
And
yeah.
also they tend to like, I don't know, we got like a dead week or whatever where
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just go study all week.
Yeah.
You don't get that
Finals
for
and
midterms.
Yeah, it's like enjoy your life,
Mm-hmm.
nerds.
Now I
Make it
do.
work.
Now I do hate math finals over math. Like just in general, math tests are bad no matter what.
Math
Mhm.
blows.
But I'm almost done. I'm in my last math class. I should be done this week.
That's always a good feeling.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Literature major, so I took like logic and like math for practical purposes was the name of the other course I had to take.
Yeah, I took like, what was it, statistics
Yeah.
some kind of, but it was a good class though. I had a really good teacher for that. She was awesome.
That's how my practical purposes math was. And we did statistics in there.
So Dogma, what are we doing?
So what I wanted to do today was for you butt faces to kind of figure out what, if and how. I'm tired still. If and how you guys know each other's characters.
Right.
So, like, for example, since Nuva switched over Akio to being a member of the boxing club, for example, like the situation kind of arose when I realized I'm like, well, they would have spent like an entire year together in the same boxing club. There's no way
They wouldn't know.
that they wouldn't know each other. Like, it's physically impossible.
Yeah.
They sweat together.
And like Addie's character was going to be another third year, and it would have been highly likely that like our two characters would have known each other. And trying to figure out to what extent they really know each other. And so, like, for example, in addition to that, like with both Nuva and I's characters having been in said boxing club, there would have likely been competitions. I kind of imagine that both of them would actually probably do fairly well. Also, as you know, being effective story protagonists anyway. That's kind of how that rolls.
Look at my hair. My hair stands out because I'm the main character.
And then you've got the other aspect of, you know, Akio being a delinquent. So like between the stories and the rumors of him being a delinquent and various stories that might be circulating about like, oh yeah, just like you hear about the boxing club, they did so well, and and with Inferno's character being like in the archery club, for example, I figure they do reasonably well as well. I kind of feel like there would at least be some knowledge for the most part of each person, like being aware of each character.
Right.
Especially along with the lines of Mal, I think you wanted your character to kind of be like a class rep
Yeah.
style thing, which I also imagine would put you into a lot of contact with the student council.
Right.
Which I don't remember if anyone actually is part of the student council. I think
I'm not.
I think Addie is.
I never heard about it.
Let me double check what she said.
Hakio ain't got time for that. He's crushing heads.
Yeah, Addie Haru is an active member of the student council, so like that means that there's a high likelihood that her character would have interacted with your character, for example. And so I wanted to clear up some of those things. I wish Addie was awake. Told her last night before she went to sleep, I was like, hey, still gonna be able to make it to Persona tomorrow? And she's like, yeah. And I could sleep.
I actually think I have her phone number so I can call her.
Shoot her a text or something.
If I could find my phone. 1 second. Oh, there it is. I've literally not texted Stephanie in years, so this is gonna be funny. Oh, I said her real name.
Who's Stephanie?
Addie.
Oh, huh.
I have a weird thing where if I like know someone's real name, I don't use their alias anymore. It's really hard. You can blame Mallory for that.
Because my alias was always just Mallory.
Let's see. I don't know why I'm doing hand gestures when I'm talking into the microphone. It's whatever. Let's see.
Yeah, stop jerking off your phone.
Dude, I'm at rank B with Jakob already. What is this?
I thought for sure you were going to say, yeah, I'm totally jacking off my phone.
Okay.
Jack and Jakob.
Let's see.
What?
I like Jakob.
Jakob is like he's got a good accent.
He's such a douchebag and
Oh, whoa! Whoops! I am calling her.
That's why I call him Butler Christoph Gavin.
Yes, he is the best.
Okay.
He's just casually mean to everyone. I think I laughed at his voice soundbite where he's like, "How irksome."
How irksome. Yeah, that's great.
That's a good soundbite.
All right.
I got his kid too, so now they fight with each other.
All right.
Oh boy.
I sent her a couple of texts. I have had her phone number for a couple of years. I don't know if she's changed it, so let's hope she got it.
You just texted a stranger to join our Persona game.
See, that's the weird thing, because I was listening to a podcast the other night, and they were talking about, like, I don't want to retire, like, I don't use a landline anymore, but I don't want to give up the phone number, because it's a part of who I am. I don't want someone else using it.
I can understand that.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't get why people change phone numbers anymore. Well,
There's a number of reasons
No,
one
I know,
would
I know.
change a phone number.
no, I know, but I wish that I could like buy the right to my phone number so no one else can use it. I don't know. I was actually gonna talk. In relation to Ekio, did I just say my own character's name wrong? Akio. The rumors that are circulating is that he's like, because of his delinquent status, there are rumors that he is attempted to be recruited and maybe successfully recruited by gangsters. You know,
Like the Yakuza?
yeah, like they've approached him and like basically essentially everything around Ekio is that he is really intimidating. I haven't decided how I'm going to portray him because like until I finally play him, I don't know if he's going to be somebody who just gives off the aura of intimidation but is like the complete opposite, or he's just pure like an asshole. I don't know. I haven't decided that until like Dogma's character and I interact. I don't even know what my relationship with him is going to be like. It could be competitive. It could be like, oh sensei, let's go train. I'm gonna win this time.
The ultimate romance.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be the latter, given my past experience with how I play my characters, like
Yeah.
who are all terrible people. So
Let Akio break the mold. Let him be a good dude.
Hmm.
I'm trying to
Let him not try and murder babies.
Yeah, for real. Your characters are always like,
just cause
oh yeah,
babies-
I'm gonna play.
Let the babies murder themselves.
Yeah, like he's always like, oh, I'm gonna play lawful good, and then
Baby murder.
then baby murder
That-
happens.
like,
and,
that mailman tried to like ignore me. Let's suplex him.
Jesus Christ.
And that was apparently the breaking point for Dogma. You wouldn't let me suplex that little kid.
No suplexing children. Inferno. Do you remember? God, I can't even remember his Casanova from Oron.
Yes!
I
Yes!
keep imagining Aki as like that, where everyone's like, "Oh man, he's so scary. I think he killed a dude." And like
Bossa Nova was the best non-host.
wearing cat ears.
Oh,
The cat ears and the maid outfit. They put him. We need to up his moe. Cat ears and maid outfit. Perfect. And then he's just horrifying.
That's what I keep thinking about.
Oh my god.
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to hell.
Okay, I kind of wish I I like that. Okay, but yeah, I like that's the type of rumors that are circulating around Nekio, is that like, oh, I don't want to approach him because I don't know he's like, I guess it might be breaking the meta. He isn't Yakuza. It's just that the rumors around him is that he is.
Gotcha.
I don't want to, like Dogma said, you can play an outright piece of shit. I just want the aura of the piece of shit. You know what I mean?
I just want the aura.
I like that. I like that.
He wants the stink lines, but none of the stink.
See, Bossa Nova didn't want the aura of being mean though. He was just like, I don't want people to think I'm mean. I just want to play kick the can. So it's like a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I
So
like
he's
that.
so Akio's more like Kanji that way.
Yeah.
Because like Kanji tried to put up the whole tough guy image, even though he knits and likes cute things.
Yeah.
Perfect. I just
All right.
So he would know Seiji.
Yes. By being in the boxing club. I haven't decided, like, Dogma and I haven't decided, like, until we interact, we don't know how we're going to interact with each other.
Right.
But we do know each other. He probably knows, Yoshi by, like, he probably was in class, and he probably had a fight with the teacher and stormed out. Like, and so he doesn't know you, but he would recognize your face. Like, oh, you're the student prep in my class. Okay.
Gotcha.
Addie's character,
Oh, that reminds me, Mal.
Yes.
Did you you have volunteered for the student class rep position like in your first year, or was that just something that you're looking into for your second year?
No, definitely like do it the first year as well. Like that would have been her up her alley.
What's Eddie's character again?
Haru.
No. What is with him?
What?
What is with?
What's Haru's deal?
What's Haru's deal? Like what is he?
Hold on,
What
guys.
club is he in?
Lee.
I have no idea how my character knows
What
Haru.
they're like, yeah.
On.
I guess I could go through Roll20 and look at the. Eddie did type a lot, so I could figure that out from there.
Oh, I need to go look at that then.
Yeah. The nice thing about Roll20 is it saves all the entire chat log from the moment the room is created. So that's nice. I really like that. Skype might be the worst program ever, but it did make that standard.
Skype is butts.
Oh. Okay. Let's see here. What did Addie have?
And as for Inferno's character, I don't know. She shot an arrow and it went out and hit him in the head. And he's like, "Oh, get
And
punk!"
ever since then.
Yeah.
I like how literally all of you don't get along with your parents.
Yeah.
Literally all four of you
That's hilarious.
made characters that don't get along with your parents.
Typical
love
high
it.
school. Let's all board in.
That's what we all bond over.
Yeah.
Persona T. I hate you, Dad.
Let's go board up in Tojima's. Uncle Tojima's. That's his name, right? Trying to. Shut up.
Akio took too many blows to the head. Cannot remember Uncle
Yeah.
T.
When did Persona 4 come out? Because it's literally been like, what, 2008? It's, okay, it's, when did I get out of high school? It's been like 5 years since I played
2011,
Persona
we
4.
graduated.
Yeah. Did we share the same graduation year?
You
What?
totally did.
Yeah.
I graduated in 2011.
Yeah, 2011. Nice.
What?
No,
What are you nerds talking about?
I was trying
High
to,
school graduation.
yeah, I was trying to remember when I played Persona 4, and it was in my last year in high school, which means 2011, so it's been 5 years since I played Persona 4. I should go through that game again.
You cut around the frosting.
I did cut around the
You're
frosting.
so bad. This is my food place now.
Wait, you cut around frosting?
What?
Derek has
What is
Derek has a cookie cake, and I like cookie cake, but I don't like the icing.
I feel
So
you.
I cut pieces around the icing to eat.
Yeah,
You're a
icing-
monster.
No, icing is disgusting. I feel you.
I don't like.
You're
the
both
icing.
monsters.
Icing is literally the worst thing
Icing's
of a cake.
gross.
Like,
Derek, I agree with you. She's a monster.
no.
I don't know if you heard that, but
like-
I hope you did.
Yeah, like there's
He didn't because I have headphones.
Oh.
yeah, icing
They
is
said that I'm a monster.
no, I didn't. I agree with you, Mal.
Disgusting.
But like icing is so gross. They have to make that. What is it called? That like substitute for icing that tastes like Oreos. Like when you have to do that. That
That's Marie. I think that's her name.
Yeah.
straight out of Hot Topic.
You never asked me to. Well, you didn't tell me what you wanted, so now you must suffer.
Okay.
That sounded straight out of Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
That's how we talk to each other.
It's always like an ass-trying conversation. No, that was storky. I apologize.
Our every conversation is just
Nerd.
literally insulting each other.
I like that. I'm looking through Addie's stuff. I like that she put that. He has resting bitch face.
Resting bitch.
Rusty pigeons.
Oh God.
Derek is now at our desk.
On my desk, eating rent.
Harshing my mellow.
You should roleplay with us.
No.
Oh god, I hate my laugh so much.
I would rather not.
Oh god.
Derek's a piece of garbage. He would sabotage the campaign.
No problem.
Yeah, but this is no luck.
Has Inferno returned from the void?
She said,
Oh! No, I heard another voice. I'm assuming your mom, and then she just vanished.
she just said give her take like 5 minutes.
5 minutos más. In Espanol.
I wonder if Twitch watches Pokemon still going on.
Oh, I was going on last night. I don't know about if it's still doing.
That
Hey, is
was-
Twitch watches Pokemon still on?
That was so. What do they?
They're quick. They're on the internet 24/7.
Yeah. Why did they give the Pokemon subtitles? I don't understand.
Because it's important that you know what they're saying.
You have to know.
If you
Pokemon
don't-
is a plot-heavy show, and if you get lost,
Yeah, if they don't have subtitles, you'll never be able to follow the rich narrative.
yeah.
I was so confused because like there was like Pidgeot.
Yeah, they're still going.
Yeah, and like when Pidgeot like does that thing, like when the Pokemon like pause, like Pika, like it acknowledges that. Like what the? Who's putting so much attention to detail for the Pokemon subtitles? Also, what is that?
I don't know. Like,
Is that a Pokemon thing?
it's definitely not.
All right. Let me
What are we talking about?
see. Dimension
Anime.
W. Let's see. Oh, this looks colorful. I like.
Oh, it's another Pokemon movie with Mewtwo in it, I guess.
Is a Pokemon.
I am really.
All anime is Pokemon.
I like the character design right now. Look at this.
The opening is really good.
So when I started watching last night, I caught the credit sequence of I think one of the movies or something. Oh my god, the freaking credit song was so bad. I wanted to just like punch a small child.
I got crumbs all over here.
Why have
Oh,
you done this?
okay. There's fan service for this.
Imagine
Very-
in an anime.
Yeah. Like the main
Why have you done
like the main character. Oh wow, that is not pants.
What?
The female character is wearing like the tightest pants I've ever seen. That I was like, she's naked.
painted on?
Yeah,
pants?
painted on. How do I link this without like? 1 second, I'm gonna move this over here. Actually, no, it's not safe for work. I'm not gonna link it.
We're at home. It's Sunday.
Yeah, it's the.
The fuck is
It's the
going
Lord's
on?
Day.
How do you link something in Discord and not have it do the preview? Because I just don't want it previewing. Wait, let me see.
I don't know.
I'm gonna click it.
Alright, here. I'll show you. Oh, cool, it doesn't show. Ah, it does show. Look at that. That's ridiculous.
That is Cat Gardevoir.
Yeah. That's tight. That's insanely tight. Alright.
Oh my.
Yeah. And I'm gonna delete that. There we go.
Yeah, see? Perfect.
Got a vacuum dead ass.
Yeah, like vacuum sealed anime butts.
I really like how the main character, like the male character looks. Also, I like that she's got a 1 on her face for some reason. I like that though. Like-
She's number one.
Like this looks
How's
really.
that look so far?
Wait.
Don't touch it.
I need to touch it to see. I'm blind.
Shut up.
Yes.
Put your glasses on, nerd.
Oh, you'd like that.
Whoa.
I don't.
Ow.
Glasses are for door.
Oh, you are wearing your glasses. Get better eyes.
Get special eyes.
Here, I'm gonna top your thing with some frosting.
I'm gonna deposit you in the dumpster.
Frosting.
Ark. Why is it a plane?
Are you watching that plane girl anime?
Goodbye. What?
Flame girl?
Yeah, there's like airplane girl anime.
Airplane girl anime.
It's real.
Why did Mewtwo's voice change?
I know there's a Battleship girl anime.
Maybe I'm confusing it with that.
Dogma.
A plane girl.
Plane girl.
Dogma.
I don't.
Well, you're not entirely off with the plane girl one. There is another anime where they have like these weird plane leg
Yeah,
things.
yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's right.
That pretty much ruined anime for me for a good 2 years. Click that GIF, Dogma.
I'm gonna click it too. You can't stop me. Oh, that's a butt.
This is now canon.
I absolutely love this. I love that, like, I
Newell
don't...
loves men butt. You heard it here first.
I don't know why, but it's absolutely killing me that Ryu, like, does the point thing. Like, God. Oh. I can't wait to get 60 Ryu's skin. I've got the other one for Chun-Li, so... Okay.
Nice.
I like that they just call him like I love that that's the canon name for that outfit now. It's just Sexy Ryu.
Excuse me, it's Hot Dad Ryu. Oh.
It's the best. But he doesn't have that hot dad bod.
Ew.
Okay.
Oh god, no, I gotta mute it.
Hmm?
Oh, Twitch watches Pokemon, the movie just finished, so now I gotta deal with horrible freaking credit music.
Mm. So what's Lucaria's deal? Is he just like
A good question.
why can't he talk and see in the dark? Like,
Meowth can
Because
talk.
he is because he is a protagonist Pokemon.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. It's just that the more like hey, all these Pokemon can actually talk if you if you give them a chance. It's disturbing.
And you've enslaved them. to
Well,
fight
actually,
your
the
battles.
best friends brought up a good point about that because the Pikachu. It's implied that the Pikachu in Detective Pikachu can talk,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's kind of bringing forth the idea that all Pokemon are capable of speech, given enough time and the opportunity to learn, which makes what they're doing makes the whole idea of forcing them to fight each other much more disturbing than
Yeah. Pokemon can become
Like the more
dark pretty quick if you
Yeah.
think about it.
like it weirds me out that the other day I learned like, hey, what do they eat in Pokemon? Oh, there's actually normal animals like in the world. There's cows, but there's a cow Pokemon. Why don't they eat that? No, there's cows.
they do.
Yeah. It's weird. Also, why'd you link this? Let's see. Alright, how is the movie?
Inferno and I just finished watching the third one last night.
So I guess it's good.
So good.
I guess I'll watch it instead of replaying Persona 3. Because I don't want to go through... that entire meme with the Marin Karen was insanely accurate.
Where is?
Mitsuru was really terrible about that.
What was what?
There's a status condition in Persona called Marin Karen, and it's more or less something you don't want to have. Like you just want to set up the opportunity for it. And in Persona 3, you don't have control over your teammates. They're AI driven, so you can't you can I think you could tell them like, hey, I'd like you to heal. Hey, I'd like you to attack.
But they don't have to do it.
Yeah, but on auto.
funny.
You have, there's Mitsuru. She's a really cool character. She's ice, I believe. But when she gets married Karen, she doesn't stop spamming it. Like, she won't even kill the enemies. She'll just spam it, and it's I've died because of that.
Interesting.
And then like they completely dropped that system in Persona 4. Because
So you can control everyone.
yeah, it was just
That's
terrible.
good.
I like having complete control over my over everything in an RPG. In any game, actually.
I just like having complete control.
Mhm. But yeah, hmm. How much do sports clubs interact with each other? I want to say very little.
Like how much would like
Like,
archery interact with boxing or whatever?
yeah, they're
Very little, if
very
Yeah.
little.
basically none.
Yeah, cause like I already like okay with you and Mal, I've already got like established like to a point where like I can understand the transition. With Inferno and Addie's character, like I guess I'll be introduced to them through you guys.
Yeah.
You know what? Like the fact that you're a class rep makes things a lot easier, which is great, and it's very like good. Like it's a great.
It's a
position.
good way to know someone on like a surface, but without really being friends. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gives me a way to work with that.
Oh.
Did Addie respond?
She said no.
Just no.
I told her wake up, and she's like no. Okay. Oh. I think her computer just turned on because it says she's away, but it was not there before, was it?
I don't know. I wasn't looking.
My God.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome
Yay.
back. I think Addie's woken up now.
I probably lost. I mean, I probably missed a crap ton of stuff.
You missed
No.
literally nothing.
We
Oh,
just
really?
like, shot the breeze.
You should.
Okay,
click,
cool.
You should click that GIF with Vega and Ryu in it. Also, let's see.
Vega and Ryu. Okay, I see.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
That's based off the thing they cut from the American version, right?
It's not in the game at all.
Right.
Well, the super is, but they moved the, like, it's so dumb. They moved the camera angle up, and people got mad about that. Like, it's dumb. So you just don't see the ass. Whatever. Who cares? Be there in 5. Yeah.
I don't want to watch it anymore, but it's a little bit hypnotizing.
I know, right? It's that look that he gives you at the end.
It's like we in there.
It looks like something they would do in JoJo.
Yeah.
Oh god, I would
Alright.
I would love to roleplay as Joseph Joestar. Be there in 5, Eddie says. So
Okay.
I hope.
Yeah, my mom needed help with Facebook, and then my dad wanted something.
Oh, my mom woke me up at. Okay, so my mom and like my parents are in Egypt, right? And my mom recently made a Facebook account, and I've got it set up so that she could call me anytime, but it costs me money, like at certain times. So
Right.
she calls me at 1 in the morning, and I'm like, what, mom? It's like it's morning over there. Did you see that video of the dog on the unicycle? Mom, it's literally
Which
costing.
one?
Yeah, Mom. You know what's nice about Facebook? You can message me. You don't have to make me lose $1.
No, that was critical information.
It wasn't even that good of a video.
I like
You're
that
not
you
that
did,
good of a
in fact,
video.
Go watch the video.
And well, I have to accommodate her so she doesn't fall into like in love with the minion memes.
Oh
that what-
gosh.
Cause
Are those still going?
yeah.
Minions have been appropriated by wine mom culture.
Wine mom culture.
that-
I saw it described as middle-aged soccer mom quotes.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh man. Also, what is up with like? Did something happen with Facebook now? Because the likes.
Yeah, they added new reactions
Oh.
to the likes. You can now cry and you can be
Huh.
like, wow. Yeah, it's really weird.
Okay. That's
That way, if something bad
I wanted to-
happens
I wanted
and you
to say
like
work.
it.
Oh, I see.
yeah.
But
Oh.
see, I feel like we had reached a point where we kind of understood that a like is not necessarily like equated with liking so much as like acknowledging that you have seen, or I feel like the like has a lot of different meanings. But maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
At any rate, now you can make it more explicit whatever emotion you felt when you read someone's post.
Inuva.
Hmm.
Look at the tweet I linked.
Okay.
Curly fires. Oh my gosh.
Curly fries!
Oh my god.
Get Akio.
Oh, so hey, Dogma. I don't like fighting a good Karen. Holy shit. She can keep you in the air forever. I don't like that. It's scary. Okay, wait. Maybe I can find. Let's see. Here we go. Copy video location.
I'm still fooling around with Fire Emblem. I just figured out how to like edit my messages and stuff.
Yay!
So when people come to my plaza, I'm gonna say, "Get off my lawn."
Wait.
Perfect!
Wait. What?
The plaza
Oh,
message
oh.
is, "Get off my lawn." Throne message is, "Get off my chair."
Is this for like the street
That's
pass?
funny!
Yeah, it is.
Is this for like for the street pass where your team gets?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
With your little castle or whatever.
I could not beat Trent's team.
Do you know it? Yeah, like friend min max is like there's no tomorrow.
I absolutely hated whoever like I passed on campus when Fire Emblem was Awakening was popular. They would have one map with one guy on it, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, this is not gonna be a problem. Oh, he's killing my entire team. Ah!
Hello.
She's not in here.
She's in the text though.
Yeah.
She's awake. Could use some more cash money.
You need doll hairs.
I mean Fire Emblem cash money, not
Not real.
Not real cash money.
would be nice as well. I've got way too much Fire Emblem money because I just grinded supports for 1,000 years. That's been what it does.
I can.
Click on that one. All of you can click on that one.
Let's see. We're also.
What?
It'll be funniest for Nuva though.
That little wink at the end. That's what I like. That's
That
good.
is so perfect. Holy shit.
The wink just makes it.
Oh my god. I.
It's such a cheeky wink.
Like I'm honestly reminded of He-Man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And
The little rainbow at the end doesn't help.
yeah. Okay, I'm saving this. This is my favorite.
That goes in the personal collection.
This one retweet. When you're trading alone in the mountains with a guy for years, I imagine things happen that you don't talk about.
True. That's true.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god. I don't know what to say.
Okay.
Like my
Okay, I
favorite
need
thing.
to-
My favorite thing is before Street Fighter V came out. I sat down and watched the Street Fighter 2 movie for the first time. The animated one, not the I guess the other one is just Street Fighter. So everybody tells you to watch it dubbed because of the soundtrack. Because I guess in the 90s it was just normal to change the entire soundtrack for something. But I couldn't find the dubbed, so I watched the subbed. The subbed has the gayest soundtrack I've ever listened to. No, seriously. Every time, like when Ryu and Ken are fighting, it's this like jazz, like sad jazz, and it's like
Jazz.
yeah, and the lyrics are like, I can't be here without you. How can I fight you? You're more to me than a friend. That's the lyrics. Like it's
Nice.
It's like they're gay. I ship them. Ryu and Ken.
Dogma, do you remember in Free when all those duets came out and I was like, look at the lyrics for this one, and we were just like falling all over each other because they were so
Stay in there.
what?
It's like, nah, man.
Yeah.
They're really into each other. They in there.
Yeah. My absolute favorite thing too is that
It
like
is a love ballad. Like
You can't see what they're doing when they're both in the pool.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And now I know like why in most
Yeah, you
anime. Now I know why most anime when the other guy is like mind controlled, they yell the name. No, in Street Fighter 2, it's like Ryu, Ken, Ryu. It's just oh god.
okay, but this is official art.
What is? Let me see.
This is official art.
Okay, that's actually really good art too. What the hell? I actually really like how the water is. I don't know.
Mal, where are you?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Let's get
Canon.
I love that. That's perfect.
I went about 5 or 6 episodes. I was like, yeah, I'm not shipping anybody. This is good. And then those two happened, and I was like, oh crap.
Man overboard.
Man overboard.
Oh my god.
What?
Uh,
Am I missing something?
I'm checking out this Twitter that Dogma linked us to. So
Oh gosh, again?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh man, okay, at first I thought he was just like kissing some other dude's chest. Because the GIF wouldn't move.
No, he's just shaking
Jesus
his butt at you.
Christ.
So remember how I mentioned to like, well, I think 2 of you anyway. I think
He doesn't look like he looks like a lumberjack. He looks like he should be chopping down trees.
Oh, he's gonna be chopping down some wood.
Oh my god.
I hate you.
Like, how far? But like, in that metaphor, what is chopping? Like, how does chopping? Like, how? What exactly does? Could you expound on that?
Wait, let me bring out the dick math.
Oh man.
It's a metaphor for gay sex and going flaccid.
Wait, what?
I'm lost.
What is that one? What's that one white card in cards? It was like, oh god.
Is it the Bukake card? Because I have a few stories about that card.
No. It's like starting soft and going hard. That's
Oh
it.
my god, I thought you were talking about like Cards Against Humanity, not
No.
damn.
That's it wasn't Cards Against Humanity. What?
Okay. So are you familiar with the Twitter in which we paste the things that Nuba says?
Yes.
Okay, I made a Cards Against Humanity deck from it. And it can be played on the online one, but I also
Oh my
we
gosh.
also all chipped in and made a physical copy, and we played it in
man.
packs.
Oh
And that
man,
is
I
one
love
of the
you.
cards. Starting soft and going hard.
Oh my god.
Is there a Cis version of Cards Against Humanity? Because there really should be.
Not yet.
Well, there
Not
ought to
yet.
be an experience.
Here, let me see if I can. I'll send you the thing because it's like it can be played on the pretend you're X. I can't ever pronounce it.
So
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
you know,
Cards
you know,
Against Cis.
you know how I think Mal and Inferno. I think I sent. Remember how I mentioned to both of you that they, I guess for the Vita version of Cancol or something or other, they made an American ship girl because I don't know reasons.
Yes.
And I showed you both pictures of quote unquote Iowa-chan.
Iowa-chan. Every time you send that, I think it's like Iowa-chan because of the way that they pronounce stuff. I'm like, Iowa-chan. Wait, Iowa.
Yes, because it's an American ship.
Yeah.
I stumbled across this while I was cycling through Twitter during the course of time where I was asleep.
The fuck?
I'm just
That future Bender is
perfect sensor
Is perfect.
is Bender.
Yeah, it's the first thing I saw. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Is that Obama?
Oh my gosh! Who's on the wall? Is that Obama
That's
on the
Obama.
poster?
Oh my.
Jeez.
Okay.
America.
Addie, the only thing you missed is Dogma and I, our characters have a connection to the boxing club, and I know Mallory through the fact that she's a class rep. We're just discussing how our characters are going to know each other. I don't know anything about Haru, so I don't know how I would know Haru.
Yeah, I guess there's actually, as far as the class rep thing though,
Yeah.
would you guys want to be in the same class for your first year, or would you prefer the second year to be the first time that you're all kind of thrown into a class together?
How about
I kind of like getting together the second year.
yeah? And
Because that's what I was originally going to shoot for.
I'd like,
I like
because like why would like I'm sitting here like okay I know what this person is like, the delinquent, and like she probably like maybe she didn't want to do anything during the first year, but now in the second year, like, you know, I don't know. I like the second year. Either way, I can't wait. I can't wait to fight against the asshole teacher in the class.
Do we have one?
I hope so.
Is there gonna be? Are we gonna have a Muraoka in this game?
No idea yet.
All you teenagers are going to hell with your phones and your tweets, and all yous having sex with each other. I don't know what that
Sexting.
accent was.
Take a chastity belt and sit down.
Oh god, and that's his laugh. I've got. I'm just gonna tell Addy Inferno early. I've got an obnoxious laugh, and that's not even as bad as it gets, because it goes higher and higher till it's able to pierce eardrums. So it's,
We call it Mickey Mouse.
yeah. and I laugh at everything, so that's the worst.
It's alright. When I get excited, I talk really fast, and like my words, I trip over my words, and nothing makes any sense.
Yeah. Wait one. Eddie, Dogma, how did you fix your thing? Oh, actually, no. This is the Mallory problem. Sorry. Mallory, how did you fix your microphone?
Same. I went and I acted like I was gonna restart my computer, and then I stopped it before it did, but it had already closed out of everything, and then I started Discord again. Because just like ending it through Task Manager wasn't doing it. It was weird.
That's weird.
So I had to.
What time is it?
Time for you to get.
It's 4:08 where I am. 4:08. How would it get that late already?
Yeah. Also, you're in the best
Screwing
time zone.
around.
Oh god. What is that?
Did you see Inferno? Did you see the link I sent?
Yeah, I already have it
Okay.
faved.
Perfect.
God damn it.
There's a lot of them. Like, there was a lot of material to make
Apparently, according to everybody, I had like more cards than an actual deck.
in the base deck, yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't an.
Whoa, this is trippy.
Yeah.
What is the... Let me click what he just sent.
I don't even know how they do
Yo, that's. Ooh.
Art's cool.
That's friggin'. That's Ebe right there.
Ebe.
That's Ebe.
God, I would love to cosplay as Gary someday.
I love that game.
The manipulation of perspective is the coolest shit.
Yeah.
Also,
And my roommate was in theater design, so she knew all about that stuff, and it was pretty impressive.
yeah. Also, I thought that something was wrong with the guy in the avatar before I realized I was looking at an action figure.
Why does that man have hinges?
Oh god.
Man's a Rosen maiden.
I see. Addie has 2 Discords at once.
If you're in the voice chat of one Discord,
Excuse me.
I mean, it should automatically disconnect you, but I don't know. Yeah. I'm just happy I won't... Like, when I talk, is there any feedback behind my voice?
Not really, no.
I seriously... Oh. Because, in Skype and... Because the way of how Skype handles, like, noise feedback... Oh, that's cute. You always hear feedback noise. Oh, I hear feedback noise right now, actually. This is really cute.
Small.
That's a kitty cat.
Scurrying, just, hello, what I miss?
Derek, look at this cat. It's
He's
small.
He's so cute.
Look at him.
He's so cute.
Cats are aliens.
Yeah, that's the cutest.
You're an alien.
Alright, is that the cue for the next boss?
Oh, jeez. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes!
There we go.
Hooray!
Oh my god.
I don't know what's
It's
going
so
on.
Really
clear.
clearly, too.
Yeah.
I'm just using my laptop, no headset.
Yeah.
I'll just use my laptop from now on.
Alright.
Nice. I'm not sure what's going on, but you, Mallory, and Dogma have had microphone problems. I hope Discord fixes that.
I'm using an Xbox 360 controller with a
What
headset.
was that? Wait, what was that?
That was what?
Did
What?
someone meow into their mic? I don't know.
No,
I-
Derek
I
made
thought
a
I heard
sound.
like a meow type thing.
Yeah.
Derek was making a sound.
Okay.
Sorry.
Making plain sounds?
Yeah, he's over here just making playing sounds.
I was okay.
Why is everything a plane?
Is that Derek?
Yeah,
Hi, Derek.
they said hi.
I tried to get
The
Whatever.
smallest hello.
Fuck your friends.
No, one time, I think he did say that one time to you and
Yeah.
someone else I was in a group call with. Oh, it was like you and I think it was you and Gray,
Yeah.
and we were in a call, and I was like, my friend said hi, and he was like, fuck your friends.
I remember. Another thing was like, I swear to God, it was either Turntable or Plug DJ.
Mhm.
I was playing like Attack on Titan remixes, and he recognized them, and I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah, he did.
you're a fucking dork, Derek." And he's like, "Well, fuck you." Well, you told me that he told me. You told me that he told me to fuck off. Oh,
Yeah, he
God.
did. He was like telling me.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
I promise he's nice.
No, I know. I'm not.
That's what he wants you to think. I'm kidding.
I brought him to PAX, so he met Dogma.
Oh my God. Oh my
Any-
God. I like that the most iconic moments of Derek that I know is him being a jerk. It's great.
Welcome to my life.
Now you too can get the Derek dating experience for
Like-
only $19.99. Fuck that.
All right.
We should probably try to focus.
I
You should
gotta,
probably actually do
I gotta
things.
calm down. Yeah. Addie, the only thing that you missed, I don't know if you heard me. We're talking about how our characters are related to each other, and Dogma.
They're all cousins.
Ah!
This is Fire Emblem now.
Oh, great! I am now in another familiar position.
Okay, so we established that Seiji and Akio are in the boxing club.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they're friends. And we established what else? That Yoshiko is class rep, so she would know the student
There's
council people.
Yeah, there's a high likelihood that Yoshiko would know Haru as a class rep, and Haru being a member of the student council.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Perfect. So how does Hotaru know people?
If at all.
Or does she?
She strikes me as like the type of person who kind of just people watches, and so she knows people, but they don't know that she knows them. I mean, which sounds a little bit creepy, but like it's not like she's creeping on him. She just overhears stuff a lot, and so like, especially with Akio, she'll hear rumors and then like be terrified, and then see him once or twice and just kind of nope out of there.
I love that.
So definitely Hotaru's terrified of Akio. Probably depending on whether Yoshiko and Hotaru were in the same first year class or not. Is Yoshiko a second or third year?
Second.
Okay, depending on whether they were in the same class or not, if she was class rep, she might have like just known her from her position as class rep doing class rep things.
Right.
Don't know about Haru. Probably they'd like pass in the hallways or something, and
You don't necessarily have to know each other, nor
all
do,
right,
nor do
This
these
again.
relationships need to be two-way streets.
I messed up.
all right.
Yeah, I mean, as long as there's some connection to get all of us at some point together, like it doesn't have to everyone be interrelated.
Perfect. Okay. She probably is good at remembering faces. So she'd be like, oh, I recognize you. So-and-so, Haru, so-and-so, Seiji, just from, like, seeing them around, but probably wouldn't really... Her relationships wouldn't be as close as, say, like, same club members, Seiji and Akio, or, student council people. It'd just be like, oh, I know random things about you, but I don't know all about you.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, Eddie, you missed this. There are rumors circulating around Akio that he's apparently like, oh, did you hear? Akio might be like a gangster. He's not. Just those are the rumors.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Did you hear that he's actually of Dojima? He's got the tattoos and everything.
No.
I don't know what the full thing is. Like, I just know it's of Dojima.
See, when you say Dojima, all I can think of is the character Dojima. Like, is there some other meaning?
I don't know where I picked it up, but whenever like someone has the Yakuza tattoos on their back, they're called like they're referred to as the Dragon of Dojima for some reason. I don't know what it means.
Not really. That's only specific to Yakuza, the Yakuza series.
Well, fuck you. I don't know.
That's funny.
Okay, that makes sense actually.
Wait. Yeah, I feel like how do I put this? I feel like Yoshiko doesn't have any she doesn't really have any close friends. She's just kind of like surface level friendly with people, so she might like remember names from just doing class rep things and be friendly, like smile or whatever, but she doesn't like actually, she's not like friends with really anybody. Ouch.
Right.
So I can't think of any like reason she would know anyone intimately in the group.
The only other thing I actually was thinking about, and this question is actually specific to Akio and Haru only, was I was thinking of giving Seiji a little sister who would have only been like a couple years younger than him, and like only like a year younger than Akio and Yoshiko and Hotaru. In other words, it would be her first year at the school. and I'm trying to think about whether or not you guys would know her, because I imagine that like any of his tournaments that he has, she would probably go to.
Right.
Ganbare Oni-chan!
Or if he had like an actual fight, like on like a professional circuit or something, that she would probably be there as well.
Oh, right, I forgot to describe how competitive he is.
Little sisters.
I'm
I guess it's a matter of whether or not you hang around him enough that you would know her, or at the very least, you probably would have seen her.
Hmm.
Most likely.
Right. I feel like my character would probably like note that and not point it out until like later.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know that like either of them would be like, say, oh hey, look, it's his little sister. You just be aware of there is this younger girl who's like hanging around him at tournaments or something.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's something I would know. Probably, like I wouldn't make like I'd probably mention it like when we get to know each other, but it's not something that would come out. Actually, that does good note of that is that I too have a sister.
Oh.
And she is Akio's. What's the right way to describe this? There are certain people in Akio's life that can like he is the type who when he goes on a temper, like it stays. Supposedly that's how I'm gonna play him. I don't know yet. His sister can bring him down from that.
Oh.
She's the Black Widow to his Hulk.
That
Oh, I see.
that implies a lot of creepy shit, Dogma. But okay. But it is Japan. So,
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What else? I'm gonna see if I can get away with this, but Akio is gonna probably disappear every now and again, and people won't know where he is. I'm kind of hoping that maybe the party will be like, where is he? And go down that road, and like his sister would like, hey, this is his favorite places, and you guys could like do something with that, maybe. But like that. I'm just throwing it out there that like he doesn't like. He confides in his friends, but in like, if you can get close enough to him, at least that's again. I don't know how it's gonna go, but his sister is where the information about Akio is.
Ah.
I love that we all have we all have parent issues, and we all have sisters because Yoshiko also has a sister.
Hotaru only has brothers.
Perfect.
Haru has a sister too.
Oh my god. We're all fucking
Central.
anime tropey ass anime nerds, I
We
swear.
are. But Yoshiko's sister isn't like around. She's like back home where she's from because she's from farther away.
Oh yeah.
So they're really close. They're really close with one another, and they text each other all the time and stuff like that. But they aren't. She's not physically present.
Hotaru's brothers also aren't physically present. The one is old enough to be working, and her younger brother is still in middle school. And he's back with her parents and wherever the heck they live.
Haru's sister is like 4, so.
Aww.
Babies.
Babies.
Sorry.
Bless you. Allergies?
No, I just randomly. Yeah, maybe.
Texas allergy. Oh, wait, that was new. I thought it was Dogma.
Right.
And do we? So we decided. Is everyone in dorms, or is like I don't remember what we.
I think all of you chose the dorms.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if anyone read the thing that I brought up, because Addie actually asked me this, was what you guys do during the breaks. And I went with the same route that Persona 3 did, basically, which was that I was under the impression that most of you assumed it functioned much like college, and I don't.
Yeah.
I can understand that, but I was actually working off of how Persona 3 functioned. Although I actually had to go back and check my own like video footage of my playthrough of that game because I was like, I don't remember what they did.
Like if you could go home, or if you had to go home, I guess.
Nah, yeah. So, but the way it worked was that you could leave because, like, you're on break, so you're not obligated to stay there, but you do have the option of staying there during the breaks.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's tricky because I can't decide which one I do.
I go live under
I
a
guess it would depend on the break length of the break
Typically
and what's
about a
going
month,
on. Oh, I see.
at least based off the academic school years I've seen for Japanese schools. It's about a month.
bridge. Nice.
I'd say Yoshiko goes home only to see her sister.
I go home, but not really. I go hang out under a bridge.
Is it a nice bridge?
Do you harass Billy Goats?
Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and say that he goes and does his own thing during breaks. Like, he's probably gonna be on the dorm, or he'll probably be like I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
So is it like one dorm building, or is it?
I assume one for
Yeah,
the girls, one for the boys, right?
No, it's actually just going to be one building with different floors.
Oh,
Cool.
Like
so
in-
we
like in
all live really
P3.
close.
Very
Fun
similar to
times.
very similar to P3 and also how my dorm functioned when I was in undergrad.
Nice.
Yeah, mine was co-ed, and everyone was just like had floors or whatever.
Nice. I cannot wait for the exit. Like, should I even bring it up? I'm thinking about like the shower scenes for some reason. I don't
What?
know.
What?
I don't know. Never mind.
What?
Never mind.
I'm going to peek on all of you.
No.
Ooh.
Weird.
Shut up. No.
Creeping.
No.
Be creeping.
No. What? Stop making this sound weird.
If that did happen, Hotaru would probably just kind of like blue screen and freeze. And just kind of stand there. We lost Hotaru!
Because
She did.
Akio would be the type that wouldn't do that anyways. He's like, girls, whatever.
He's like more and more like Kanji. Girls.
I don't got time for that. I gotta train.
It's more like Akihiko.
It's a hybrid.
Or Daisuke from P4.
Okay.
Creeping tree.
Just,
That's what he does. He crawls out from under his bridge and he scritches on your under his hobbies.
Akio's actually like a little gremlin.
Don't feed him after midnight.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
He does have hair kind of like those troll dolls.
Oh my god.
I never liked those things. They always creep me out.
Me too. I hated them.
Yeah.
And they were real big around when I was born, so like we had one in our house that was like a gift to me, and I was like, nope.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I'm sorry. I must have missed it. What club is Addie in? Her character?
Student council and orchestra.
Orchestra.
Yeah,
Orchestra. That's
I forgot
cool.
about the orchestra.
That's cool, actually. What does your fictional character play?
Violin.
Oh, that's cool.
Is this the sort of thing like I see in some places where like you have to join one club, like the school mandates it?
I think
No.
so. Oh.
Okay.
Uh,
Because I was thinking, I was like,
I had-
don't know if-
no, I just had a ton of clubs, but there's no obligation to actually join any of them.
Yeah.
I haven't. Man, I kind of wanted to do another one, but then
The teacher, if you join none of them, there's a distinct possibility a teacher could, be like, "Hey, I signed you up for blank club," and you'd be like,
oh god.
"What?"
You're welcome.
Would that happen would that happen to Yoshiko if she wasn't in anything else, or should I pick another thing?
The big-nosed voice in your head would be like,
if you were in none of
Yes.
them, if you were in none of them, then that might happen. But if you're in like a club, you're fine.
So I'm not in a club. But what club should I join?
Boxing.
Everyone, yeah, this is like sports high school.
Is there now a Kendo club?
Oddly enough, I thought I added that in, but maybe I forgot it. But yes, there's supposed to be one.
Because I could see you working like your use of a spear. Wait, no, I guess.
Yeah, let's add more sports clubs to this
Let's just
extremely,
sports school.
extremely athletic.
Don't we have a
Base school.
jousting club? Like
No.
Okay.
historical reenactment club.
Yes.
I kind of want to do one that's not sports.
There's a student debate.
There's not a lot. I couldn't think of very many. Sports are easy to come up with.
Debate, art, writing, reading.
Writing wasn't one of them. No.
Oh,
Now, there'd probably be like a book
literature.
club as like an.
Literature. Yeah, book club. Boom, she's in book club.
There
Yeah.
we go. That's perfect.
There we go. And someone finally made a technically unofficial club because that wasn't one of the ones I wrote
Nice.
as like an official club.
Good job. Good job. And then it got quiet.
Oh man, yeah. The only other thing that would really fit would be like if there was like one that was like film club, but then I feel like she watches a lot of films on her own, and it's not necessarily something she would want to do with other. You know what I mean? Like kind of like her own personal thing. So yeah, book club works.
I forgot I changed the music and the thread to Maze of Life
What,
on the main
corn?
page.
When you said that, I thought instantly of corn.
Yeah, I
instead
thought
of like
corn.
race for some reason.
Me too, actually.
The cord of life.
Well, it does
It
ring it.
sustains us.
Because a maze. An actual maze.
Persona, like we should go to a corn maze at some point.
Yeah. Okay.
In the game or in real life?
Both
Apparently there's like...
in the game.
Yeah.
Does Japan even have corn?
No.
Like, do they have cornfields? Can they afford to do that with their limited land?
They have sweet corn.
Okay.
The first thing that I
We
find...
can, now we can go to a watermelon patch and hide square watermelons.
One of those square watermelon patches.
Yes.
They make porridge out of it. What?
Porridge out of watermelons or out of corn or
Out of-
sweet corn?
Out of corn. They use it
Corn, I'm
to...
assuming.
They use it to make their soups. Oh, that makes sense, I guess.
Oh, okay, like
the
for
maize or whatever.
starch.
Yeah. But otherwise, they don't like have it as mainstream as like America. Oh,
I see.
And it was because of America that they even have corn. Yeah, cool. I learned a new thing.
You're welcome, Japan.
I wonder if they have corn mazes. Or if they haven't been introduced to the wonder of corn mazes yet.
Oh God.
Be the first.
Okay.
Persona T. This is actually the Midwest.
While we're here, should we talk about our fears? Dogma, or,
Oh,
is that
yeah.
you want?
I would prefer that that's something that comes out throughout the course of the campaign, not
Alright.
something that you guys actively talk about.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like I've already made mine obvious, but like
Mhm.
whatever. Like I did that in the first session, and then explained it afterwards. So.
Yeah, that's fine. It came out in the campaign.
What else? Is that it?
It almost feels like there should be more to do here.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think.
So, the only thing is I got, at least as far as my notes are concerned, I've noticed that Akio, there would have been rumors about Akio that he's been approached by the like various gangs, like such as the Yakuza, for recruitment. Some people probably assume he is one.
Mm-hmm.
He would know Seiji through the boxing club, and would at the very least probably be aware of Seiji's younger sister, though he may or may not know that it actually is his younger sister.
It's just a little girl that you carry around.
She's like 2 years younger than him. She's not that little.
Oh, okay. Then I guess
She's like a year younger than the rest of you.
does she look but like I would not think she was anything but your sister from the appearance, right?
She would probably look similar enough that you could probably guess she's his sister.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Unless you just kind of like glance past her, like, oh, there's some girl.
Yeah.
Yoshiko probably knows Haru through the student council because as a member of, or like as a class rep, she would inevitably need to interact with them. Haru would also be kind of aware of Seiji's younger sister. I don't know if he would have ever actually spent time with her, really. I think Addie and I decided that Seiji and Haru knew each other to some degree.
Yeah, I think so. Like they, yeah.
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Haru's a fucking nerd and just like sits quietly and reads all day, so
Nice.
he doesn't have a whole lot of friends. I guess Seiji might be the closest to a friend.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, that's right. Because Haru moved in between the first and second year, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, I guess they could have been in the same class together during their second year. That's how they already kind of know each other during the start of the third year. Their third year, everyone else's second year.
Yeah. I like that. That's what I was thinking too. Like maybe they were paired up for a group assignment once.
Or something. You think they would have done anything? Like hung out at all?
Uh,
I don't particularly care either way. I'm just trying to get notes.
Haru's, a lame nerd sits in the room, so maybe if Seiji wanted to, he'd be like, hey, Haru, let's get food. He'd be like, but he wouldn't be one to make plans, so.
Would he ever tag along to any of the boxing tournaments, though?
Actually, he might, like, if Seiji invited him. Be like, okay. So maybe he's been to one or two.
Okay.
What is that? Uh. Oh, it's a pen.
Oh, I thought someone was clipping their nails.
Oh, this?
Yeah, yeah.
That's my space bar on my PC, sorry.
Oh, okay, that's
I
fine.
thought it was a pen.
My investigation skills suck. Oh, that.
I'm trying to think of anything else that might be good to know. So, it seems like, at least from what I don't know for sure, what I've heard, everyone's kind of introverted.
Seems like it.
I don't think Yoshi's not really. She just doesn't really have any deep bonds. She's really friendly and like talks to people and like chit chats, but she just doesn't really go any deeper than that with people.
All right.
So she would be friendly. She just,
Just not very apt to form deep friendships, at least at the
just
start.
a little standoffish, but friendly. So she likes talking to people. Like, I feel like if there was a new person in class, she'd make a point to introduce herself and, like, ask if they needed anything. Just kind of generally nice.
And it sounds like Haru and Hotaru are both kind of like sit in the corner and be quiet types.
Aki is by himself under a bridge.
Yes!
Yes. What are you doing?
Also, kind of like how my character is apparently the only one who actually does get along with his parents.
Yeah!
Welp.
How do you do it? How? Every time they try to make. I don't know what Japanese parents are like. I don't see them in anime.
Well, see, that's the other half of it. He doesn't necessarily like. It's not like he doesn't get along with them. He gets along with them relatively well, but they also would be gone like 24/7. Much in the same vein of like, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we gotta go do stuff like in this other town or overseas or whatever. So the idea is that it's him. It's mostly just Seiji and his sister like at home or in the dorms. I haven't really decided yet. I guess at home because she would have just been. She's just starting her first year, so I guess now they might consider moving to the dorm just because it might be a little close. Or maybe they already live close. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. There's a lot-
What prompted the kanji picture? I'm not
Uh,
complaining about what prompted it.
I don't know. I just like I
Just
imagined the
felt
first
like it.
the first interaction with Akio is gonna be like taking you punks down. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Like he's not part of a gang, but he's gonna give you a reason of why. Like everybody.
Is he a bully?
No, he's just really aggressive. he's just like what like God, I really hope I don't mess up this like the personality. I don't know how I'm gonna roleplay as him, but he's gonna be somebody who is generally like very fast on the reaction.
Gotcha.
Very very on
A
the
little
chart.
bit volatile.
Little volatile. Yeah, he's gonna be like, what did you say?
Mm.
And he'll like he'll raise his fists first, ask questions later kind of person. That's kind of who I want to go
Gotcha.
for. I don't know yet, but I don't actually hate my parents. That it's sort of a familiar case. It's just that he doesn't really put his trust in a lot of people. And in this case, it's not that Akio's parents are dysfunctional. It's just that they're like, oh, I really can't be who I am. Like his parents aren't aware. Well, they're aware of his delinquency in school, but they're not aware of like the rumors circulating around him and such. They would probably be real like, oh, Akio? What are you talking
That's
about?
funny.
Yeah.
He would never scratch on anyone's window.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm able to do that right. I'm incredibly like stressed out about that because it's all about the first interaction with me. I hope it doesn't end up like Membrane who like shifts accents every session. I'm not doing accents by the way because that's the worst. Is that it?
I guess there wasn't really. I wasn't really sure how short this may or may not have been because like it's like it really all depends on how connected everyone wanted to be to each other.
I like.
Apparently, isn't very much.
Well, I assume like whoever like are we doing this like Persona 4 where well like I assume it's gonna be much faster. This is kind of spoilers of how the game carries it out, but like how the party is recruited in that game, where initially it starts out like things are happening to a bunch of us first, and then it happens to a bunch of us later. Is that gonna be how it is, or is it gonna happen all up? Well, I guess you can't tell us.
What?
That. You know how Kanji and Naoto and like stuff happens to them after the main party is formed.
Oh.
Like you know about Kanji from the like very beginning, but like,
No, it's gonna be all of you at once. Like it's I
Oh
don't
snap.
okay.
because
That's exciting.
because it's a bunch of actual like that functions in a game like a single player
Right.
game because there's no one behind those characters. It's just hey look, you're slowly gaining party members. But when you have like an actual like RPG that involves actual people behind those characters, it's kind of fucked up to
That's
Make them
true
wait.
because
slowly introduce them in.
we'd just be kind of sitting there for a long time.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So the idea is to basically I have an idea. I still need to tweak it, but yeah, it's basically going to drop all of you in simultaneously.
Was the introduction thing that we had like is that canon or is that just like a test
It's like-
of combat?
Mostly a test of combat. It's also pseudo canon.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Because I already have like an idea of I'm probably gonna.
So,
Don't take my
Oh,
word
well,
on this,
maybe
but
it
I'd like
is.
to. Don't take my word on this because I'm a very lazy. Well, it's not that I'm lazy. Well, I am lazy. I want to draw something from that first session. I hope that I do it. Oh well.
Yes.
It's when Mallory was like her character healed Akio. I want to do that moment because it was really really important. Like I don't know. Yeah. First, let me finish the JoJo squad. Hey, that reminds me, Haru, since you're here. Oh. Yeah.
Perfect.
But yeah, real quick, I like to imagine that it's the combat test is canon in the same way that Persona Q is canon, as in it technically happened, but no one remembers it.
Nice. Yeah.
Mal, he has a speedo with a skull on the butt. That's canon.
Oh god.
And then he loses it in the ocean and he has to cover himself up with Teddy. and then seaweed and he becomes Venus. Oh my god. I can't.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure I have a reaction for this.
Is it that?
That's not the reaction, but
So we need a beach episode. So yeah.
wait, which one? Oh crap, I forget who's getting her eyes covered up there.
Marie.
It's Marie.
Marie.
So we do need a beach episode now. Oh Jesus.
I feel like I'm looking at something I shouldn't be.
Oh my god.
I feel like I'm breaking so many rules. I don't know why.
God damn it. Oh.
Now we're all just kind of speechless. Stop! Stop it!
Oh wow.
Did he miss leg day? What's going? Why is his abs missing? Oh my god! Rizzy's just looking over like, why can't I pull that off? His goddamn speedos have like a little, like, look at it. It's got like a little. What do you call it?
Are we gonna Pinocchio in a speedo too?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh man, I can't wait till the inevitable like school like festival like event where you guys have to decide what you're gonna do for your class.
What do you mean?
Oh,
That,
Yeah. I'm excited.
what do you mean that I didn't have to wear a kimono? Fuck. Kimono? Kimono?
Stop it!
Why?
Is he missing? Oh god! Because of the way the Persona 4 logo is in that, I thought he was wearing.
It looks like he's naked.
Yeah.
Just got that little collar.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. I guess I've got ideas.
Oh man.
Oh, he's got ideas. He's got ideas.
Not good ones.
I'm not gonna put you guys in funny suits though. Oh god. My cheeks hurt.
Same.
When is
Do gifts work? Do gifts work in this?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Yes, you have to click.
You have to like hover your mouse over them or something. But
Yes.
yeah.
When is the next session? Is it still in April?
The official start is going to be in April. I would still like to get actually one more combat session in before then. That would be more non-canon
Mm-hmm.
than the last one. Because there's elements of like my character's transition between like the support analysis role and like an actual combat
Mm-hmm.
character is concerned, and I need to test out how that will function. Because what I was planning to do was that he would normally serve in a support function, like in the support role, much like how Mitsuru does at the start of Persona 3, even though her persona is much more a combat-oriented persona, which I kind of is how I mentioned Seiji functioning as well, is that his persona is technically more combat-oriented, but as there's no support person, that's kind of what he does. Or is more capable of doing support than anyone else, rather. And so I was trying to come up with a system to blend some of his stronger support abilities with his actual combat stuff. So it's like his combat stuff would function a lot like you guys. Like he's going to have his skills, he's going to have his stats, and they're going to increase and decrease or like increase in all the same ways and stuff. But his support abilities would be also very similar to, like Fuka or Rise, in which, like, he can, if you hit something with its weakness, he can, if you ask him, he can tell you what he can recall what the weakness is. Or if you want him to scan for a weakness like you could in Persona 3, for example, he could do that, but like it might take some time. Like you might have to wait for him to like cycle through like a full turn back around to him or something.
Yeah.
And then he could tell you. Also, I kind of like the idea of him having some of the abilities that like Rise gets towards the late game, in which like she can give party buffs while in support mode.
Oh.
Yeah, those
So-
are great.
So I was thinking of something along the same lines in which he could also do party buffs while in support mode. But the thing is, because he transitions from support to offense, the idea is that he can only do one or the other. So if he's like in a combat role, he can't pull up like he can't do analysis to find weaknesses for you. You're going to have to rely on your memory of what the weaknesses are. Like he won't have like the team wide like party buffs because he's not being dedicated to like a support role at that time. So what he does in one state is fairly different from what he does in the other state. And so there's some stuff I need to look into balancing around that.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea I had was that it would function fairly similarly to Persona Q, in that like as you guys like deal damage and take damage and stuff like that, it would build up a meter, and you
Oh, okay, Persona Q. Okay, I was like,
Yeah. you would build up a meter, and you would spend points of that meter to trigger some of the stronger buffs. So
okay,
like he would start out like in the support role, for example,
is the
and
meter
it would cost.
is the meter building up like over the round, or is it per your turn?
No, it's whenever you guys take or deal damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the
And-
meter. I forgot about the meter.
And it's gonna build up at different rates depending on what it is that you guys are doing. And what it would be, my idea of balancing around it, because like I don't want it to be like so simple. It's like, oh well, like this turn I'm now doing combat things, or this turn I'm now doing support things. I want there to be more of him coming into combat being something that is really, really necessary at the time, versus just doing it whenever the hell we feel like it. So the idea was going to be that it would be some tier of like meter, probably like 5 bars, very similar to Q, potentially higher. I don't know, but it would take like one point off that support meter to transition him from support to combat, from support role to combat role,
Mm-hmm.
and that would last either until someone wants him to go back to the support role, or until the combat ends. And so, like that way, it's more like he's only really doing it when you guys really, really need him to.
Okay.
There's also some ideas for some like really big like buffs and stuff towards the late game because I've already decided what my two personas are.
Yeah.
I've actually had those decided for like quite a long time, actually.
Yeah.
Um,
I was gonna ask. I'm assuming that like you're gonna have to explain this when we actually do it again. And now damn it, yeah, you're probably going to have to explain it like when we actually do it the first time, but that actually sounds interesting because that sounds very useful. Like a kind of like a reward, sort of, for surviving around, which is good. I don't know. I was also gonna ask, is there grapples in our system?
what do you mean?
Just in general, is there any form of grapple? Can I hold somebody?
Nah.
Alright.
I'm also not doing any of the attacks of opportunity shenanigans.
Oh.
Because that's like
You have to take
that's kind of a pain in the dick to deal with.
You'd have to take into establishment the movement and all that stuff. Like, hey, is 5-step now a thing? Yeah, I get you.
But what will be a thing is the stuff like the follow-ups, and that's also going to be another aspect that I want to touch on during the next like combat test, potentially a third combat test. Is I want to implement all the other parts of the system that we didn't get to.
Mm-hmm.
So like we had critical hits, we had the critical misses, we had standard hits, we had standard misses, we had weaknesses and one more uses. There was healing and all that jazz, but there's still the aspects of follow-up attacks. So basically, anytime that you down someone, and then you normally get the one more or whatever, but there's also the whole follow-up attack in which another character, like in the games, would jump in and always deal a critical hit to one of the enemies that's still up, basically pushing you towards the all-out attack. And so the idea is like I want to also work that into the system, but I still need to. There's still a very minor amount of work I need to do in order to decide how exactly that will function, because normally within like the games themselves, you're all just standing there basically in two lines, just slapping each other. Whereas there's movement, so you're not all next to each other. You're not all the enemies aren't next to each other. So it's a matter of figuring out how someone is going to follow up on that. Also, when and how is decided when they're able to follow up. Because if it happens all the time, then the system becomes too broken in your favor. So I have to decide a little bit on the situational aspects of like how and when that triggers. Probably going to be something related to your proximity to each other. It's also going to be tied into your social links, which I've decided. I still haven't worked out the entire system, but I've decided that each of you, as far as social links are concerned with each other, are going to function individually. So it's not like, oh, you've solved out fucking what's his dick's like problems. So like, congratulations, you're all like hunky dory now. It's going to be more like so and so might help out with so and so's problems, and so their links relatively high or whatever, but so and so haven't like interacted at all. So, for example, they might not have the ability to do follow-up attacks. So, for example, if like Seiji and Akio like hung out a lot, then like if in a situation where one of them is down, the other can like pick them up, or if one manages to down an opponent, then the other can do a follow-up attack to try and down another opponent, for example. But if like Akio and like Haru never hang out, then they won't have access to the follow-up attacks.
All right. I feel like this will be easy to do. Like, we'll be able to get it going once we've actually done it once.
The other thing that I actually need to try and hit during that next test is all-out attacks because I do want those,
Sorry,
and I'm trying
what?
to figure out
Oh,
All
out
out
attacks.
attacks.
right. When the enemy's down, when yeah.
And everyone's down, and we can all just go and wail on them
because
in a big mushroom cloud.
because again that's still the situation of like, hey, you and them are not all next to each other necessarily, so I need to figure out a system. I need to figure out a system in which that is functional. I might also introduce the Persona 4 Golden aspects of the special like dual all-out attack follow-ups.
Ooh, you mean like Chie and Yukiko's thing?
Yeah, like Chie and Yukiko, Yosuke and Teddy, Kanji and Naoto, for example, all of them.
You're just saying names to me now. I don't know what you're referring to because I never played Gold.
What it is in Persona 4 Golden they added special all-out attack follow-ups.
Right.
If two certain people are in your party.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
like a
the
unique
for the
effect?
primary like character pairings.
So like
Or duos, rather.
like for example, Seiji and Akio, if an enemy falls down, they would like flank the enemy from both sides and start wailing on them like that, right? That's what because they're boxers.
Sorta, yeah.
Yeah,
Or I don't know, Yoshi harpoons the enemy and holds them up, and like
Oh my god.
Inferno's character just wails on them with like raining arrows. I don't know. I'm thinking
Arrows of death.
I'm
arrows.
gonna straight up skewer them.
Yeah.
it'll probably be highly related to what who links with who first.
And then
Yeah.
Haru shoots him.
Ah.
So like it's not going to be something that I have set in place. It's going to be something that comes together based upon what you guys do. Mine could also very well just be similar to how Risei's functioned in Golden, where it buffs everyone else's all-out attack.
Yeah.
It's showtime. Are you ready?
That's that sounds cool. I can't wait to see him because I feel like knowing you're gonna have music set for all out attacks.
Anyone mind if I go grab some juice or something? I'm thirsty.
No problem.
Go ahead.
I do. Are we almost done? Because I gotta get studying.
Yeah, more or less. It's just that like I suddenly recalled. I'm like, yeah, this is, or I think it's because you asked like when's the next thing going to be and like what's probably going to be part of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have another Sunday available anymore, or at least very, very soon, because the third floor at the office is almost done. And so, like, all of QA is moving down there, and the intent is for the night crew to work more closely with the day crew.
Mm.
So our time is shifting up like 4 hours. So like I would already be at work at this point. Like I would have been at work for like 2 hours by now.
I can always do Saturdays, so.
Yeah.
And I will try, but like I said before with Shadowrun, I will do Fridays for this campaign because it is much shorter than a Shadowrun campaign. A session there is 5 hours versus like however long we'll do a session here, which I assume is shorter than 5 hours. I can probably do that on Friday if that helps anybody. But like, it's a Friday, so there like might be problems with that. But
Yeah.
but Saturday is like yes,
Same.
I can make it definitely. Oh,
I would
also, yeah,
ideally like to do the actual, like once we get started, I would ideally like to do the actual sessions on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Mostly I'm just waiting to see if Addie will end up being available on those Saturdays or
I
not.
hope you can make it, Addie.
I can request Saturdays off once we get back. I'll be laid off. I have one more week, and then Monday I'll have a day of class, and then I'll be done for a while. So
Nice, good.
I
Saturdays.
I don't know if I have I don't know necessarily that if I have this upcoming Sunday is going to be part of my schedule or not, but I'm betting the week afterwards it probably will be. Addie, when did you say you'd know whether or not your Saturdays are open again?
Let's see. I think the 6th is when we're closing the restaurant again. Yeah. Then I'll be open until like mid-April for any day.
Okay. Because I would once it actually starts, I would like to do the sessions on Saturdays.
Yeah, Saturdays I can
That's
ask for
good.
Saturday nights off.
So
I'm back.
basically, what I think I might do is I know we've like kind of like these been doubling up like super hard, but I also would like to run just because I'm not. Oh wait, actually no, Addie, you said that you're closing the restaurant on the 6th, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I almost want to see if we can't do a combat test next week on the 6th, but I actually don't think that's enough time for me to prep some of the other aspects just yet. So
I mean,
if
I might be working that day too, is the thing.
yeah, and so I would actually, if you're free at that point, I would actually like to do it in the afternoon on the 12th,
Let's see. What day of the week is that?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take a look.
In
It
April, right?
looks like
No,
I thought it was March.
March
Oh, yeah,
12th.
Okay,
March.
I do not work on the 12th, so that could work.
I kind of figured that was the case because I actually still need to talk to Sal's about that because at some point or another, I think it was that week that we took off of Shadowrun so that he could do Star Wars with whoever it was that was in that Star Wars group. It put the schedule such that the days that we have Shadowrun are the days that Inferno's working or is not working. Which kind of makes it awkward because it's like, okay, well, we'd have to do it in the afternoon, and then I'd run into Shadowrun. So I need to talk to him about that and see if he can't potentially like either delay it a week or push it up a week, so that way the days or the weekends that there's no Shadowrun are also the same days that Inferno's free, and so that way everyone should be able to make it, and that way I don't have to try and do super short sessions.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
What?
I just realized on the days we do have Shadowrun, Persona 4 and Persona T and Shadowrun right after, because we did have that. Dogma and I just had that a couple days ago, and oh my god, it was oof. That'll be fun. I hope that Akio doesn't bleed into Bishop, and Bishop doesn't bleed into Aristus. All right. Cool.
I mean, that should be everything. I'll give you guys an update as far as how it goes. But for right now, I'm shooting for the 12th
Yeah.
for the
Okay.
for the next combat session because I believe I should be able to have all the main details of that figured out by then. And then I'd probably want to run one final test run on the 26th.
Okay.
The week before the actual session starts.
Right.
All right.
That
Sounds good.
All
I'm
right.
excited.
Me too. Anything else?
I think that should be everything. Any other updates is going to inevitably wind up in the thread
Right.
and then being freaking cross-posted to here and Skype.
All right. I'm gonna end the recording. So in case anybody that needs to like go over a review of this, just go through that.